Hi, you're tuned in to Once a Falcon. This is the place where we celebrate the people of UT Permian Basin, alumni, faculty, staff, and even industry leaders who are pushing boundaries, lifting up communities, and proving what it means to be a Falcon.
How's it going, everybody? George Payne here, Director of Alumni Relations and Annual Giving here at UT Permian Basin, bringing you another episode of Once a Falcon. And today we have a very special guest with us, the alumna, Marissa Salgado. Marissa, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for coming on the show today. So let's just kick things off. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your major, year you graduated, occupation, everything.
I majored in marketing, so I have a bachelor's of business administration and marketing. My occupation, I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And what was the other question?
What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2007.
2007, just a couple years back.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
And are you originally from Odessa?
I am.
Or OHS or Permian?
OHS.
Okay. Sorry, you Permian
Go
folk.
Broncos.
And so what originally brought you to UTPB? Was it just because it was a local university? Was it, what was initially what attracted you here?
Yeah, it was local. I'm the oldest child of, my family, and so maybe it was a little bit more scary going off. But, UTPB was affordable, it was local. I could stay here and still, get to see and spend time with my family.
Good. I like that. And so currently you are the president of the Falcon Alumni Network. So tell us a little bit about that. What are some of the initiatives that the Falcon Alumni Network does and your experience being in this role?
Yeah, so Falcon Alumni Network is really here to try to help alumni connect with each other and then also help promote the university. So, some of the initiatives that we're working on are, of course, trying to grow our membership base, grow the number of alumni that are involved and come back to the university, whether it's to volunteer or maybe even to give back to the university, monetarily.
Right. And what is one initiative you yourself would like to accomplish in this role?
Well, really, it's just to seeing the Falcon Alumni Network grow. Really would love to see membership grow and see a lot more attendance and participation at alumni events. So, we have a monthly mixer. We did a watch party for the football team this past weekend. So just definitely seeing more attendance, more people coming out. There's a lot of alumni in Midland, Odessa, and would really love to see more alumni out and participating, supporting the university.
And since this has come together, is there something that you've really been proud of to see now that the alumni network's been kind of trending lately?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this past weekend at the watch party for the football team, there was a great turnout, and so that was great to see. The community coming out, and I'm sure it was a mixture of alumni and just community members, so that was really neat to see people out and, cheering on the Falcons.
It was a lot of fun. That was a great watch party. Unfortunate for the team, of course. We were all hoping to keep going further, but it was still a great turnout, like you mentioned, and it was. We had a fortunate host with Brantley Krieg. We love Brandon McPherson out there. Quick shout out to him for hosting us on a short notice. But yeah, that's one of the things that I can really say is the amount of participation that's just growing. The more and more that we do things like that out in the community, and more to come. So definitely keep in tune. So let's throw you back to your time here at the university just a couple years ago, right? What role do you feel like the university played in helping you into your current career?
I think the university, or my time at the university, really helped, me develop as like a person and a leader. So, I was involved with several different organizations, and like that can kind of translate into, today I'm involved in different nonprofit organizations, help on their boards and things like that. And then additional, learning the leadership skills to run my own branch, essentially running my own business as well.
Do you feel like you got a lot of those hands-on experiences while attending UT Permian Basin?
Oh yeah, definitely. So like I said, just kind of being involved in different organizations, in addition to what you learn in class, but being able to apply, I guess, what you're learning in class to like being involved with different organizations and being in some leadership positions.
And do you feel like that helped you during your time here at UTPB, being involved with the organizations on campus as well as around the community?
Yeah, it definitely helps get to know more people, meet more people, build more connections that, eventually one day when you're out, there's lots of different roles you could be in where those connections could be important.
Yeah. And you can also build those connections at the monthly mixers, just saying.
Definitely.
And so kind of looking back is like, what piece of advice would you give your younger self that could translate to our audience, whether being a current student, prospect student, or an alum?
Yeah, I guess I would say to, stay involved, try to meet different people, push your comfort zone. Try to meet people outside of your comfort zone as well, because it's just important to, feel connected just for your own mental health, I think as well. So if anything for that, just to be connected, have friends, know lots of different people, but then also you never know, when you're all grown and in, real world jobs, how those connections might be able to help you if it's, finding a job or, if you're in sales or you need a service, having all those connections and knowing different people help with that.
Yeah, I can really emphasize that as well. During my time, we really pushed that it was best for students that are, especially incoming freshmen, is get involved on campus, get involved with organizations, because one, it does help alleviate some of the stress. It's like going through college, it's not an easy task. And so doing that, getting involved with these organizations kind of helps to alleviate a lot of that stress that they're having in the classroom, helping them be more academically successful. But also how you mentioned is like networking. I can refer back to my old days and remember a lot of my friends and call upon them that are now in different professions and could ask them for help or just general advice in that specific area. Because we're all pretty diversified what line of work we went into. So that's a great piece of advice.
Yeah, I think people downplay or they don't realize the importance of like networking.
And I think we've had several on the show to this day that have mentioned networking being a key component in their time here at UTPB or just in the general area, general community, is always be networking, always be creating those relationships, because you really never know down the line. You could call upon one of those relationships, one of those networking, and it could be a game changer.
Definitely.
So, but and now, just apart from your position as on the Falcon Alumni Network, why do you believe as an alumna it is important to stay connected and involved with your alma mater?
So I believe it's important just because there's lots of opportunities you can give back. So, thinking back to my time at the university, whether it was like older, students or students in higher, grade levels, you could call it, providing insight and, and maybe even mentorship down. So, I think there's just lots of ways you can give back and, like I said, whether it's, helping younger students, giving some tips, but then also, the university is always looking to raise money for scholarships and for various things. And so I think being plugged in and understanding what's going on is important, because then you might be more likely to want to get involved. And, even if it's just showing up at events and meeting other people.
Yeah, I think earlier in an earlier episode, and we talked a little bit about, especially with Megan Baez, our career services, director, we mentioned how the alumni has been a crucial portion to her position in opening up new opportunities on the internship side, and as well as the job market. We have a lot of our alumni that are out there in these bigger companies in the Permian Basin area, and they're opening up these opportunities. We actually had an alum come up to us and wanting to start recruiting more from UTPB, as he worked in a company that's full of individuals that are from other universities, even though they're located here in the Permian Basin. And so he just was eager to want to start recruiting out of his own backyard versus going elsewhere where we're here and we're homegrown.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to see more of that because there's lots of great students coming out of UTPB, and, you know, just because, you know, they may not be from one of those big D1 schools doesn't mean they're, you know, any less qualified. And so it's awesome to hear when, you know, recruiters at companies are wanting to recruit specifically from UTPB.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's phenomenal seeing it, especially over the last couple of years, seeing the growth. And I mean, we've started growing in other areas, in the academic areas, like we've added the Landman program, something that's needed in the area that honestly was unheard of for a good while back. The civil engineering program just launched, and that's a brand new program, something that we've been, we've had a local community member be very vocal about. We needed something like that, in a program like that at UT Permian Basin. And so he's ecstatic about adding that onto, adding to our education repertoire. And so we just continue to grow, and I mean, we have more in the pipeline to bring out soon. Right now, I think we're primarily working on construction. It's been 52 years. It's like, I think it's time we start renovating a little bit and modernizing, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to see once everything is completed.
You got to see a little bit of it on your walkway up. It's like, what are your thoughts from the time that you were here?
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, we talked about like the water fountain that's in the courtyard. I mean, I remember it running, you know, way back when I was at school. You said it hadn't really ran much the last few years.
It was a rare occurrence when that fountain was running. It was hilarious because, I mean, we'd all make jokes that if it was running during graduation time, we're going to take a dip in it in our senior photos, but sadly, it wasn't running during our graduation year.
But no, it's exciting to see some updates to the university, and you know, we joked about the ramp and the tiles, the wobbly tiles.
Oh yeah, the wobbly tiles. Yeah, those are going. So sad.
But yes, it's nice to see some updates, and you know, excited to see once they're completed.
Yeah, we're excited for it. It's going to be a lengthy process, but I think in the end it's going to be a beautiful turnout, and then we hope that everybody that comes on campus enjoys it. So, but we're going to go ahead and move into this next portion where we're just getting to know you a little bit more. So these are just rapid fire questions. Whatever comes to mind first, please feel free to answer with that answer. Are you a coffee or tea person?
I would say coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Awesome. Go-to pump-up song. So you're in the... Let me set the scenario right here. So you're in the morning, you got your coffee with you. It's like you're getting ready to go to work. What is the song that you put on to get yourself ready for that day?
Oh man, I mean, I listen to a lot of like podcasts, but I would say song, if I had to choose one right now, I would have to say probably Taylor Swift's "The Fate of Ophelia."
We got a Swiftie
embarrassingly,
in the
house. but yeah, that's, you know, and I don't know, you know, if you watch Reels, it's like on every other Reels.
It's trending right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular song.
And you mentioned podcasts. What was a good podcast that you jump on?
Well, so I like.
I mean, apart from Once a Falcon, right?
Yeah, I mean, so I listen to some like industry-related podcasts for, you know, my profession, but then I also get into like some of the true crime podcasts as well.
Oh, you're a true crimer.
Yes.
What do they call those? Couch detectives?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. And so next one is, if you had to choose one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I would say teleportation.
Teleportation. Why?
Oh, man, it's just sometimes, you know, driving, just, you know, you just want to get to where you need to be. And
Driving's overrated, right?
yeah.
It's like you'd rather just teleport.
Yes.
Be there in an instant.
And flying too, you know, if you want to go on vacation, that, you know.
I feel like it would be a hassle to fly though, because then how would you carry your luggage?
Yeah, true.
You'd have to fly with it everywhere you go.
Yeah, I guess so.
So now let's go right back to it. Who is or was someone at UTPB who really inspired you?
This is a tough one, I would say. I mean, there's lots of professors that, you know, really did make an impact.
Not one in specific overall.
If I had to choose one, I would say Dr. Saran. I know he's still here.
Yeah, Dr. Saran.
But he was one of my marketing professors, so shout out to Dr. Saran.
There you go, yeah. He was interim dean for a good while, and I remember him coming out to a couple of the mixers, and I mean, everybody loved his course. So they had great things to say.
Yeah, and back then, you know, like now, I'm sure there's like social media marketing and stuff, you know, courses, and you know, so marketing back then was a lot different than what marketing today is.
Well, I mean, marketing today is even going to be obsolete compared to marketing tomorrow. I mean, it's one of those things like technology that is constantly evolving every single day. And so, I mean, like you mentioned, is like the Taylor Swift song was a trending song. And it's like tomorrow it might not be a trending song.
Right.
It's like everything new is trending every day. And so, I mean, yeah, much like marketing, it's ever changing, and
that's true.
Trying to keep up is always a tiresome thing. And finally, what is one word that you would use to describe UTPB? I
would say amazing.
Can you elaborate as to why?
Well, it's just a great school. It's affordable. You get a great quality of education here at UTPB. So I think, you know, just it's an all-around, you know, amazing school. You know, maybe a little underrated, but you know, definitely I've enjoyed seeing it grow so much in the last, you know, 10, 15 years. So I think, you know, a lot more people are finding out how great of a school it is.
Yeah, I completely agree. Well, and that's pretty much all the time that we have today. Do you have any last words for our listeners today?
Go Falcons.
There we go. Once again, my name is George Payne. I'm the Director of Alumni Relations. If you want to get involved with the alumni, please reach out to us at alumni@utpb.edu. And this has been Once a Falcon.